AI. So I can say AI is nice. AI is actually artificial intelligence, but artificial intelligence is entirely different than human intelligence, right? Than real intelligence. तो क्योंकि इसका नाम ही है एआई आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस इट्स नॉट रियल इंटेलिजेंस इट्स एन आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस which has been installed in some wire chip in some dummies or some robotic appliances are then you can call it an artificial intelligence, right? But that is not the real intelligence. Uh, I think it is very nice because artificial intelligence is actually a helping hand for you. Artificial intelligence is giving you more options. They can give you more work than human because they're robots. They are not human, right? They don't have feelings. They don't have conscious. They don't have their own anything, any own intelligence. It is already installed intelligence, and they are in a fixed way of intelligence. They are providing you fixed amount of anything. But I can call it that if all the system is using the AI, then what is the need of humans? That's the question, right? So I can say that in education centers or in many great organizations, you should avoid AI after. You should avoid really AI, and you should be banned AI in a certain age group in the universities, colleges, and in educational institutions, because it will. What I am thinking is that it is having a very bad or adverse effect on our youth, because they will not think then anything from their own brain, and their brain and a cognitive development would not be there. They will be useless after some time, because they will be dependent on some other intelligence, and their own cognitive intelligence, their own brains, their own mind will not function properly, and they will be completely slaves of the AI and the artificial intelligence. I believe the top tier intelligence is very nice, and top tier intelligence cannot be defeated here. God has given us a smart kind of a transformer in your head, that is brain, and that is having that top tier intelligence which no other thing can provide you. So we should focus on the real intelligence. We should focus on the brains. We should focus on, I think, your own creativity and the function of your own brain. Otherwise you'll be completely slaved on the AI, and you will be completely dependent on AI. And your kids and all those young generations which are coming, and those people who are completely depend upon the AI would be at after some time completely useless, right? Because if someday, say for example, you don't have electricity and your gadget won't work, or say for example, if someday AI won't function, then your brains will also not function, right? So you need to learn how to how to be smart, how to function, how to make your brain more and more functional, rather than to depend on the AI or something else. So it is called an artificial intelligence only is because that is not the real intelligence. Top tier intelligence is very different. That is what humans are carrying. And number second thing is they don't have conscious, then your conscious will not work, right? So it would be always in a silent mode, and you will become a dummy like person. What is making a human life is not only that you are taking air, water, food, or anything. That this is the main thing which makes you alive actually on the earth, because that is the main intelligence which your God has given you with you. When He created you, He gave you that kind of a top intelligence with you, that with this intelligence you will survive on the earth. So if you are going to depend yourself on the artificial intelligence, and you are not using your own brains, you are not taking using your own mind, and you are not giving my chance to create or to think critical thinking, and to solve the problems, and to learn how to utilize your brain, and to know how intelligent I'll be if you're not facing those problems and everything, you know AI is doing for you, then how do you know about your own, who you are and what kind of intelligence you are carrying, what is inside you? So you need to focus your own intelligence. What I am thinking is, and I am focusing on that, you should only and only focus on your own intelligence. You should think from your own brain, you should observe from your own brain, and you should take work from your own brains rather than depending on the AI. So that is what that at the end you should know that it is artificial, it is not real. Okay, real intelligence is something different than artificial, and you should not make yourself depend on artificial things, and you should come out from that illusion. And I believe that illusion is illusion and the real is real. So I suggest that all the children and all the parents and all in education system, the officers and everywhere, should not focus the students and the young generation, or should not advise them to go with AI more and more. And they should give them the advice rather than to use your own brains, to use your own mind, and use your own intelligence and create more and more intelligence, and give your own intelligence chance to know about your own abilities, potential and creativity, what God has already given you and which is inside you, which is hidden. So you need to educate your children, you need to educate the youth, you need to educate the students and all the people who are actually driven by this AI and everything, very passionate about AI and everything. That's okay that you are taking the help from AI and everything, that is really very okay. But to depend on that and then not using your own brains, not using your own intelligence and creativity, that is really very very, I think, bad, and it is really very surprising for people, because you are making yourself a kind of a dummy, you are making yourself a kind of a loosey goosey lazy person, because your brains are not functioning properly. It means that you are giving your own control and everything in somebody's hands, right? So your control is should be at there, not on the dummy, not on artificial intelligence. So if any time that you needed any support or help, you can go with that time AI, or but you should not depend yourself on that. Otherwise it will kill your own uh, intelligence, creativity, all potential in you, and you will become like a mm, you will become like a lifeless person, you will be a dummy, you will be like a you know uh, person without life. So your brain is making you active, please make it more and more active, and don't kill your brain, and don't demean your own potential. Try to bring more and more potential by utilizing your own brains and mind. That is far greater than AI.